I am struck by the fact that cartoonists in those days were much ruder than they are today. I mean, David Cameron may be portrayed by Steve Bell as a condom, but you should see what Gilray did to Walpole, Disraeli, and William Pitt in a less kind age. Well, I, as well as being a politician, I have to confess in these very discreet surroundings that I've also in the past been a member of a profession much beloved also of cartoonists, is that I was a banker before. So a member of the two most hated professions in the world, and I treasure the memory just before the last election of an email which I received from a constituent which read as follows: "Dear Mr. Mitchell, I note that you are both a politician and a banker, full stop, new paragraph. Do you have any plans to train as an estate agent?" Well, ladies and gentlemen, after 25 years in politics of comparative anonymity, I came to the attention of the cartoonists last September, and I sort of divide my experience in two. That's first of all the 90 days between the incident in Downing Street in September and the stunning, jaw-dropping exposure of the truth by Capital Fawkes on December the 18th.
Oops, sorry.
And I rang up several of the people who had drawn them, cartoonists who had drawn them, and said that I'd very much like a copy to buy the original. And some of them, I think by way of recompense for what they'd done before, were kind enough to give me the cartoons. And so a number of these now are located in a suitable room in my house, where they've been set up absolutely brilliantly by the Sutton Coldfield framer. But for the avoidance of doubt, I should explain that the Sutton Coldfield framer has nothing to do with the Metropolitan Police.
Not bad.
I think that two of my favourites were drawn by Gerald Scarfe, one of which had my bicycle basket as a scene of crime with a large number of police officers in it. And also the brilliant cartoon by Mack in the Daily Mail, which had a picture of a police officer chained to the gates of Downing Street with a bare bottom, and a chap with a whip, who was the chief whip, coming up to give him a good flogging. This picture was drawn to my attention by Alan Duncan, it has to be said. Anyway, returning to the respective positions of politicians and cartoonists, I was very struck by a recent interview by the head of Shin Bet, the Israeli intelligence service, who said he didn't like politicians because they tended to leave their wounded on the battlefield. And it struck me that basically that's what politicians may do, and then cartoonists come along and finish them off. But the relationship between cartoonists and politicians endures. I think it was Gerald Scarfe who said that on one occasion he had a politician in his sights and he created this hideous, disgusting, disfigured caricature. And he decided that he would stop drawing politicians when the following morning the subject of this hideous contortion rang him up and asked whether he could buy the original of the cartoon. But for those of us on the other side of the fence, politicians, I think we will have to rest upon what St. Augustine said, which was that feeling resentment is like drinking poison and hoping the other person will die. Thank you very much indeed.
Anything you need to nobble him over?
Now,
Anything you need to nobble him over?
runner-up of
The runner-up of the Political Cartoon of the Year award is Andy Davey, the cartoon of the EU Hokey Cokey.
Yay! Do you edit that video?
Well, having never ever won an award in my life before, and also 1 month ago getting fired from my job as an editor or cartoonist, I would just, that's the paper who published the cartoon behind you. I'd just like to say that either you lot are masters of paradox and satire and irony, or you're a bunch of bastards. Or is it plebs? Plebs, sorry, yeah. Thank you.
Let's do that kind of evening.
Right, and for the winner of the Political Cartoon of the Year award and the Gilray Goblet goes to
Steve Bell for his cartoon of Margaret Thatcher after Gustave Doré.
Steve. You'll have to climb over people's heads.
Well, that'll put him in a good mood. That'll put him in a good mood.
Yeah. He deserves it for that.
It's a good one, yeah.
Oh, shut up! I was just giving thanks to everybody. Thanks for all coming. Thanks for the Elwood Gallery. And thanks to Tim. Thanks to Tim for arranging it for yet another year. Thanks to Mr. Mitchell here for coming along. Looking very erudite and very learned. A Latin speaker, clearly. I have a theory about this. Anybody else who says fuck to the police gets done. It's a fact. Whether you mumble it or not, whether it's heard or not. If you say whether you say plods or plebs, well, it's a bit of a nice point. Anyway, well done for getting a whole campaign to come and out on your behalf. And thank you for awarding me the award. Anyway, thank you all.
No trophy, member of probably the greatest cartoonist of all time, Sir David Lowe, for the 2013 Political Cartoonist of the Year.
The Political Cartoonist of the Year is Morton Moran.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
I'm very glad to win this before the public gets involved. It will probably never happen again. But I'm thank you very much to the jury, whoever you are, and to the gallery, and to Tim, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you particularly Tim, and I'd like to make everybody a big cheer for Andrew. Please refill your glasses. If you're next door, please don't tell me you couldn't hear anything. And I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for coming.